Alright, hey everyone, this is Nitro. So it's now, I guess, continuing on from the previous part. What has happened so far is I earned around 2,000 crowns, traveled to this small keep location, and purchased lots of armors and food and materials in general. So I'm now broke again. After all the purchases, I'm now down to 216 crowns, but my party is now pretty well geared. They all have the 80 defense armors, up from the previous 20 or 30 armors, so they're relatively safe. Characters can still die, for sure. These armors don't keep you alive all that well, but it takes a few hits to kill, So the next goal to transition from here is to start getting reinforced mail hauberks, which is around 2,000 gold each. So it's a huge jump from the current gear to the next stage, but once you start getting these ones, your characters are practically indeed unkillable. Unless you get really bad luck, it's very hard for characters with reinforced mail hauberks to die. So that's the next stage. Okay. And in the meantime though, it'll mainly be just grinding. I'm at this level where my characters are decently powerful and hard to kill. So we'll just move around from here. And I'm going to be continuing to do missions because I did a bit too many purchases just now, and now I'm totally broke, right? And in terms of the party size, I think 13 is actually perfectly fine. You really don't need more than 13. In fact, the regular party size is actually 12. So the fact that I have 13 is already larger than the normal party. Uh-oh. This is getting dangerous because I'm about to run out of crowns. Right? I have to pay my soldiers, and I don't have enough crowns to pay them right now. So I'm gonna have to see what I can sell to get some money back. Fortunately, I can sell these berries at this location. So let's just do that. That gets me enough crowns to get by, barely, but it does. And I'm gonna have to buy food soon, but at least I can pay my soldiers now. So that got a bit dangerous with the sheer amount of gold I used. So this wants me to deliver to Tonder. Where the heck is Tonder? I'm just gonna zoom out. All the way in the north. No way. Absolutely not. So let's travel to the next location in hopes of finding a quest there. Because I am now dangerously poor. So you should never ever go down to as little gold as I did. But fortunately, here is a quest. Caravan guard to Wollennach. I'm going to pause this and take a look. That's there. Okay, that's acceptable. So I'll accept this mission. Now, they did say I get 90 crowns in advance, and we get provisions as well. So as long as I have enough gold to pay them, it'll be okay. So why don't I just sell this in that case and just accept the mission. Here we go. So now we're on a trading caravan. Yeah. I have enough gold to pay off my soldiers. And when I get there, I'll get 350 crowns. Yeah, I'm not going to gamble. As an interesting note, while you're doing a caravan quest, you can't control yourself, but if you pass by one of these locations, you can actually check it out. See, if I click on it, I'm able to actually do purchases here if I had the cash to, which of course I don't. Just an interesting point. Moving on. The caravan didn't get attacked. I saw some enemies pop up, the brigands, yeah, but they're not attacking me. Which is a shame because I love to face them. More enemies on the map, not chasing after the caravan. So I guess what that means is my party of 13 is a bit too powerful for them to choose to fight. But so be it. Mission complete. Well supplied means that things are cheaper here. Right? Selling things is cheaper, but buying things is cheaper as well. So, for example, the armors were around 2,400, now they're 2,200. So it's always nice to do these merchant missions if they go to a location where you buy things from. I'm just going to buy food for now. And maybe buy some more tools. This is very finicky because of the low amount of crowns I currently have. It's almost a balancing act. But I'll buy 2 foods and keep the rest of the crowns because I still need to pay my soldiers. That's it. Otherwise I would definitely buy tools. Right? You will always use up tools in general, so whenever you can pick it up for cheap, it's well worth it. So now, yeah, paid off my soldiers again. Quest. This is 3 days of travel. Forget it. I'm going to hover in the south, where I formed good relations, right? Friendly, very friendly and so on. And it just doesn't make sense to abandon these areas. At least at this time. Food is dropping, gold is dropping. No quests! Come on! I'm on the verge of bankruptcy here. I might actually have to travel north, but I'm going to check this location in hopes of finding a quest there. So as a side note, I generally like to keep around 1,000 gold on hand always for this very reason. It avoids you from getting terrible quests over and over again. Right? I think I have to accept this because I'm on the verge of bankruptcy. Where is Eichenberg in the first place? This location here. Is there a road from there to anywhere else? Awkward, it wraps all the way around like this. So it'll be a long travel. But given I have no missions to do in this area anymore, I don't have a choice. I have to accept this. So, I'll take it. A mission I didn't want to take, but had no choice to because of the mistakes I made. So the Brawler actually did a good mission for me. Toughened up one of my other soldiers. So I'm traveling out of my territory because I was running out of gold. I actually don't have crowns to pay off my soldiers right now. Shit. So that's why I'm negative crowns. Uh-oh. And this mission lasts 3 days. Maybe I can stop here and sell some stuff. I'm gonna have to click like crazy. Yep. There are missions here. So I'm gonna do these ones for sure as soon as I can. So let's sell some stuff. I have to look at if there's anything else I can sell out of desperation to pay my soldiers. But I have nothing left to sell. Alright, so if some soldiers desert, I have no choice. Bankruptcy! Because I can't afford to pay them. Oh, it did pay them. Just put me at negative gold. Interesting. So it looks like you're allowed to pay your soldiers once by going negative. Some enemies spawned, but they're not engaging. Once again. Huh. And I meet some lawmen who want to arrest one of my soldiers. You know what? We will not give him up. So I'm facing 5 enemies with my party, and they seem pretty well equipped, which is actually a good thing, because if I kill them, I can probably get their equipment. So let's wait for them to move up. Once again. I like this. I'm actually going to retreat back because I don't want to take a hit from them at this time. And this guy can move 1, 2, 3, 4 probably. So let's just move back like this. Good. Let's let them approach. I think I'm gonna have to start engaging, aren't I? So let's try to take them down. Archers are near useless right now because he's not fully leveled up. I'm going to attack. So here we go. Battle lines engaged. Ooh, that destroyed his helmet in one hit. That could be dangerous, but we'll see. Having a lot of trouble getting through their shield. Meanwhile, they're just chopping through me. The flails are breaking it. When they hit anyways. There we go, one down. Guess I'll try shield walling as well. Yeah, I'm going to have to rely on flails, I think, to break them. Armors are starting to get broken. But the flailsmen are doing great. I'm going to lash to kill him. There we go. So I chose to use lash, the skill, because it hits the head, and that guy still had some armor. So that worked. And this guy's on the verge of dying. I don't feel like I should engage him. Because if I put him here, he's going to be attacked by 2. So maybe I'll just move around and place him here. Against 1. Oh, there goes one of my frontline characters. So fortunately, I did have a lot of flails equipped. Otherwise, I would be truly in trouble right now. Oh boy. He's dead too, since I engaged him. Because he's gonna flee and kill himself. But that's how it goes. And I'm out of ammunition on my archer. So she is now useless. Whoa! How'd he jump over like that? It's crazy. Well, it's okay. Ow. This Rippo skill is hammering me. And I'm gonna run this guy down because I want his gear. I'm just gonna attack with second line characters instead. Because the Rippo skill is ripping me up. So let's just let him act first. He reactivated it. So all my other characters are not going to fight. Just use the guys on the second line who get no retaliation. There we go. Lost level 2 and a level 1 for some helmets. No armors, but I got some good helmets actually, and some kite shields and some heater shields. So advanced shields and some expensive weaponry. I think that's worth it. And levels on characters. 2 of them leveled up. So, more melee defense, more attack, and then I have a choice of stamina or hit points. I think at this point I'm going to choose to start increasing stamina. And other than that, I am going to pick up the perk that decreases the cost of armor. What's it called? Brawny. Yep. So there we go. And he can start using one of the really good helmets. And similar to this guy, can use a 140 stat increase helmet. And he can use a 110 stat helmet. So now my frontline characters all have pretty darn good helmets now. Right? At least 95 increase. the backline guys can get the current rusty mail helmets, which still give 90. So I can finally phase out all of these straw hats and whatnot that give really nothing. For backline characters, I'm not giving them these helmets because they give reduced vision. And you don't really want reduced vision on backline characters in general. Although pole armsmen can use that. You know what? That's okay. It's the archers who really can't. Otherwise, I'm looking at changing up the shields too. Because these shields give more stats, like more, for example, these ones give more melee defense, which is important, so I'm going to give it to those two outer guys, and these ones give better range defense, which is not as important, but still helps. And finally, I can replace this Scremas axe with another arming blade, or arming sword. So let's do that. And I'll repair all of that stuff so that I can sell it. Ooh, I'm so negative. And yes. So yeah, my bannerman left. The guy I was building up to lead my company. Oh no. And I was so close to this location. And because they weren't paid, look at this, they're so angry. Right? Did not get paid, so they're incredibly angry. After 2 times. That's it. That's all it took. Not getting paid 2 times, and I've got deserters. Wow. So they're not in a good situation with my company now. Just overspending once. And I regret it so much. The guy also took all my... The guy also stole my polearm, didn't he? Oh no, he didn't have the polearm. But he took his war fork with him and everything, so... Ouch. Well, it's what it is. Now I have some crowns on hand, and I can continue my party. So, let's see what kind of mission this is. A lot of crowns for this mission. However, the problem is, it's a 3-star mission. And I'm gonna have to think about it. Keep in mind my party's already down to 10 soldiers. So I don't think I can afford to. Another unique helm. And armors, but I can't afford. So I'm just gonna leave. It's a bit too dangerous of a mission to do, given my party size, I feel. And now that I lost 2 characters and whatnot. So I'm just going to go ignore these guys. Or I was trying to ignore them, but I got attacked. So I thought I was running past them, but they decided to attack me, which is okay. I don't mind engaging this group, but I will retreat to better terrain. Because I can't really make out the height there. So I'm moving everyone back to start. I think fighting here will be okay. So my archers are struggling to hit things. Always a bad thing to see. Oh wow, there's a big one! That's a big threat, actually. Gonna have to be careful about that one. Fortunately, even though my backline characters can't seem to hit, my frontline characters are doing well. finish off this guy. There we go. 3 more level ups. Excellent. I'm gonna head over to Harkenstad, where I hope to sell a whole bunch of the stuff that I picked up, and maybe pick up some tools and supplies. Also, I have pretty bad relationships with them because I killed off some of their soldiers. A lot of cheap recruits though, from big towns. And prices are high, so let's sell stuff. Almost out of food. I'm gonna sell everything. And let's see what kind of missions there are. There's some good cheap missions for and I'll buy some tools. Even though it's much pricier than in the south, I don't think I have a choice right now. So I'll do the 3 missions here, then travel back to the south, where I came from. Party though has reduced in size, and that really hurts. That set me back so much. But we'll make do. Let's recruit someone then. Try hiring that gravedigger. And take a look at what he does. Impatient, tough, +2 attack, so this guy paid off actually. But I need weapons for him. So are there any pitchforks or something similar? There is. So I'm gonna have to rebuy a pitchfork. Yeah. Okay. Archer level up. Kind of hard to decide between fatigue and range defense, but I'll go fatigue, I guess. For my archer, though, his vulnerability is getting killed by other archers, so I'm going to have to keep that in mind. So for now, why don't I just get anticipation to reduce that vulnerability a bit. On this guy, more attack, I guess. More range defense for survivability. And then the choice of stamina or hit points. Thanks. Actually, maybe I'll do the melee defense. It's kind of tough. It depends on where I want him as a backline character. If I'm going to use him as a backline character, then he can just keep pumping melee skill. But if I use him as a frontline character, then you're going to want the melee defense. Let's just do the melee defense then. And hit point, stamina, or attack. I'm going to assume this guy is front line, so let's do Brawny. And this guy is my melee fighter, so I'm just going to continue to buff up. He's a character who misses a lot of strikes, but at least he can tank hits pretty well. So, stamina, let's do that. And Colossus for survivability. And then food, if it's cheap, just buy one. Get a few missions done here, and then move on. Following the tracks. There they are. Ranged enemies once again though. Which doesn't favor me. But I'm actually on higher ground, so this is okay. Actually, these enemies are pretty weak, so this is a surprisingly easy battle. Just gonna push in pretty aggressively then. Wow, that guy just avoided 2 attacks in a row. Interesting. Let's just run them down in this case, because I have so many of them surrounded, it doesn't make sense not to. Multiple free kills, and nothing really good in terms of the gear, but it's stuff to sell. Given now I actually went broke, you know, pretty important. Nope. They asked if I wanted more gold for the item, 980 gold, but this faction already dislikes me. I don't want them to really hate me. If I check faction relationships, right? This guy already dislikes me, unfriendly. Let's come back. Get a lot less gold for the reward, but at least the relationship should recover a bit. And in the meantime, sell some of this stuff that I don't plan to keep. These ones I could keep though. Alright. Check Karsten's level up. More attack. I guess more hit points, whatever. Or more. Stamina is always good when you can get 3 of it. So I'll go with that. He has Pathfinder, he has Student. He's actually another frontline character rather than backline one, because he doesn't have the melee attack growth to make sure the Warfork hits every single strike. So I'm going to start getting him brawny and all that stuff. Because eventually he's going to go back to the front line. And I also need to find someone new to be my bannerman. So a lot of things to redo. God. North of here, this is not the work I'm looking for. How about this one? Attendorn. Let me just pull out for a second and see where Attendorn is. There. Yes. That sends me back to where I want to go. So I'm definitely going to accept this. And I think I will visit this location more often to recruit characters if I need to. It's not a bad location. And it's a tavern if I needed to make my people's morale increase and so on. But yeah, traveling north here really, in some ways, it almost cost me because I lost 2 of my critical characters, but it also let me recover quite a bit too. So good and bad to this visit. Alright, so let's go back to the south. At this point, which is going back to Winterfell and Attendorn. Looks like I'm gonna get here when it turns dark, but I actually got attacked by thugs, poachers, and raiders. How unexpected. I don't think this fight is even worth doing. They're not gonna give me very much. But let's see. After all, resources are resources. Alright. It's more regular thugs than it is characters I actually care to fight. Nonetheless, might as well take them down. These slingers. Uh-oh. Charge the enemy! Don't let them escape! Leave none alive! There we go. Another flail. So, and actually some armors. It actually did pay off. Score! Didn't think it would actually be worth it, but this one definitely helped. Got a lot more armors than I expected. Yes, they're not top tier armors, right? 65 and 70, but it's actually better than a lot of the armors in my backline is currently already using. So I'll take him for sure. I think I'm gonna give my archer the 81 and give this guy the 70, right? And then the 60s can replace these 30 increased armors. 55? 55, oh. So I can sell the armors that give 30 now. And meanwhile, more of these ancient household helms are getting replaced. Meaning characters in the back line can use them. And the flail is good news because I can equip more frontline characters with flails rather than swords. Like that. More attack. More melee defense, and I think more stamina. And then Ronnie. As for him, more attack, more range defense, and I think he's going to be a backline attacker, a pulse armman. So that will be fine. And Pathfinder to start, as always. I get here at night time, so I'm just gonna pass by. Going to be too long of a wait. Okay, 250 crowns. Score. Accept this contract. Move on for now. So, quest over to the right. So I need to slowly rebuild my roster of characters. And finding good characters is always the tough part of this game. Oh, Brigand Raiders. This is good. These are the guys I like to kill. So I'll wait for them to approach. There's 7 of them. Let's move back 2 and attack. They're actually using the same kind of armor I am, mostly. That's an interesting point. Yeah, I'm gonna move back a little bit. Let them get closer first before I engage. Good enough. Let's attack. Pole arms forward. Interesting position swap. But I think I'm going to try to knock this guy back so that I can keep engaging. Okay. Let's wipe out that guy. Let's move forward and attack. Engagement is going pretty well. Although that hurts. So I need to get someone in range to attack him, to stop him from throwing those. which means just moving Robert up like that. I think I want to hit this guy on the head. He has no helm. So the flails, which can attack, do headshots, is perfect there. That means using the lash skill. Although he guarded it. There we go. Perfect. So I used lash again. And that hit him on the head, so I should get the armor there, because I didn't destroy him. Finally, just one last enemy to kill. Easy finish. Leveled up, another character again. And yes, picked up the armor. Basic mail shirt. Bonus! So, flails are probably one of the best frontline weapons until you switch to two-handers. Very, very useful. This one gives 140, this helmet gives 140. Right. So might as well just use them. This nasal helmet is the same as these ones, but it is colored, which looks a bit more interesting. So I might as well equip that too. And an armor improvement for that guy. And so my backline characters are getting slightly better armor yet again. I'm repairing all of this gear because it's worth repairing for sale. Okay. Some gear, if it's priced enough, it's worth repairing it so that you can sell it for more. Other gear, like the cheap ones, like knives and low-level spears, not worth repairing. But the more advanced gear is. So, to attack. I think I'm gonna have to build this guy for the front lines as well. He doesn't offer much. Right. So attack, I guess. Yeah, might as well, whatever. Let's just do this. And maybe have him use anticipation. I'll keep him in the back line. So back to Attendorn. And I'm actually out of repair tools. That's not good. So let's buy some more. Except this location has none. So I'll buy some food and move on. Carrying on. New recruits. Both of them are pretty cheap. So let's hire them and see. 5 melee skill, athletic. Not bad, actually. Usable anyways. So let's have him carry a shield on the front lines. And I might as well recruit the other guy. What does he do? Nothing. Still looking for a guy who can replace my old renowned character. Right. If I had leveled up his renown from the start, I might have used him, but it's too late now. Unfortunately. I don't have a flail to give this guy for now. So maybe I'll have him just use the spear. Okay. Continuing on then. Let's travel towards the east, because I want to go there. First though. Oh, 2 missions. So the first one, Loneberg. I'll think about that one. The second one, Tonder. That's way too far. Looks like both missions are not ones I want to do. Yeah, so I'll reject both. And instead, continue on towards the south, where I can buy more tools that I desperately need. So, let's purchase those. My medical supplies are okay. I could use some more arrows though. The ammunition is dropping. So we'll purchase some of that. And food. It's reasonably priced here. And finally, let's take a look at the armory. And hires. I'm not a fan of deserters, so I'll skip that guy. I'm also going to skip this guy because my gold is starting to drop too. But this time around I do have some gear I could sell, so it's okay that it's dropped. I think we'll leave it like this for now. Yes, I now have to start transitioning towards buying what I said, the reinforced mail hauberks. So that means first I have to get the 2,000 crowns for that spear. And after the banner, then I'll look at getting other stuff. Oh, actually, let's stop by Dornheim. See who I can recruit here. Farmhands and tailors and brawlers. I'm not a fan of vagabonds, but these three should be worth hiring, so let's just do it. This guy is a pessimist, hesitant, so let's get rid of him. Just pay the compensation if I don't like him. Rather than trying them out, you can always just fire them. I think that's the better option. And the farmhand. What does he offer? Fragile. But he does have 56 melee skill, but his growth is not in that. Ultimately, I don't think he's worth it. So I'm gonna fire him too. And finally, what does the particular mean? Usually it means it's like a weird person, so I'll avoid hiring that guy. But instead, let's sell some of this stuff here. Make some of my money back. I'll keep the pitchfork. Sell these. And I'm kind of repairing the remaining items before I sell them. So there we go. And so this video had me recover from being almost totally destroyed due to lack of crowns to now having around 700 crowns again. Alright. Thanks for watching. Nitro out.